Beware, coward.
Hey, welcome back. We're playing Darkside Detective again. We're going on to case number 2, Tome Alone. The continuing adventures of Francis McQueen. Yes, his name is still Francis.
Sorry, Francis.
And Officer Dooley. Yes, he's still an idiot. In summary, Dooley suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm grabbing over it. Okay. Tome Alone. I do like the music on this game. Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in.
Case? No, I've some overdue books due to drop back.
So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here.
Oh, come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. The things you'll do to try to justify this department. Let's get this over with.
Officer Dooley, who is of course an idiot, I've decided his voice that I've been trying to do is kind of a cross between Hank Hill and the guy from Jaws that says,
"A what?"
It's a statue. Okay. Before this was a library, it was where the mayor kept her lion collection. Oh, insert terrible Tiger King joke. Like that. This is a library on a helpful plaque. Nothing else to look at. Let's go inside.
Odds for being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be.
You're not charming your way out of this. Patrick, rules are rules.
Can we come to some kind of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you'd like to see go bye-bye?
Dooley, you're trying to bribe your way out of a fine.
No?
Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid.
Troublesome kid? Kid?
The one who's responsible for the storm. And, you know, the ghosts.
Of course there are ghosts. Ghosts? What? The silent sight. Shh. Is this here to read pile?
Oh, I read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer.
Flickering Lights. These brownouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. What were you saying about ghosts?
The place is haunted. You know,
Do you know
the usual stuff.
The usual?
Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers.
And you say a kid is to blame.
He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often if you ask me.
I'll look into it.
Do, or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or a questionable ghost-busting start-up to come fix this.
What books did Dooley borrow?
He has rules to rave to. Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us and the law. What is it, and do we really need it?
Hey, what happened to librarian reader privilege?
Not a real thing, buddy. I take it you gave up on the law book?
Not enough pictures.
What's that you're reading?
Guy Light, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire.
Oh, a what now?
A what?
A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night.
What happens if he goes out at night?
He gets really sleepy.
Sounds interesting.
What? It sounds awful, detective.
I think I've lost Dooley's voice. I can't quite. Is it the same as it was before? I don't know.
If you need anything else, I'll be right here. Unless I'm not.
Let's look in the office. Coat rack. Looks like some of these coats have been here years.
We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence.
A button. Dooley did a useful thing.
I got this for Doris last time. I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time.
Got a light poster. An old photocopier. Can't imagine this gets much use.
Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records.
Everyone's butt.
Just mine now that I think of it.
It's the price of working out, I guess. Even the lamp is flickering. Never know when I'm gonna need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half. Scissors. Computer seems to be broken.
It's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it.
Alright, so we got scissors and a button. Ooh, what's in the bin? Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to fines overdue. Violets aren't blue, they're violet. That's why they're called violets. An old elevator. Where's the staircase?
We have none. There was a fire and ironically the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed.
I'll bet that's for fixing that. Let's go to the sci-fi first.
Don't blink.
What odd leaves that plant has.
That's just a dead tree where Doris dries her stockings.
Let's go to the children's section first.
What about this one? The words are short and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover.
Is it a poltergeist?
Yeah! It means we've got a poltergeist!
Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here.
Why your parents don't love you. Bad baby incites a riot. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday.
Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity.
Why would you teach it that?
I want to be on the good side when the inevitable happens. I've always loved trains and trams. Not monorails though, thinking they're better than everyone just cause they're up in the air.
cold draft coming from that vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. Oh, I've already looked at... Oh, no. There's different books. And Barry face financial ruin. Viewmaster. I'll take this and see if I can find a use.
Times like this, I'll miss walking the beat.
Oh, Dooley, you're an idiot. Oh, detective in. You look familiar if I arrested you before. It's the Teddy from before. I knew he was up to something. It's a flying book. Well, that's not right.
Hey, Trick, what magic book did you learn that from, kid?
It's not magic. It's... nothing.
Who are you talking to, kid?
I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch.
Modern media is making our job hard. Okay, so the kid's not talking. Looked at everything. What's in sci-fi and fantasy? A library card. How convenient. I would have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. Fantastic albeit drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Dr. Holmes' thrilling adventures through grammar and structure. Oh, what's in the fantasy?
The Witcher.
Tales of an insight adventurer.
I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, until I found out they had to go into space.
Looks like some of the aluminium. It's a British game. No strip.
If we'd have lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of ye Darkside bailiff and his squire Dooley. I never understood this section. How can something be fiction and science?
I don't know what to do with you sometimes.
Give me a raise?
What a great game, eh?
Yeah, funny looking drafts pieces though.
Again, it's a British game. It's gotta be. They said drafts, not checkers. A metal strip and a library card. Reading room and hobby.
Professor Theodore Library, the inventor of the library.
Nope, not one word of that is true. Let's go to the hobby and DIY room. Turning duct tape into pants. Things you can fill a jam jar with, volume 3. Well, dice out of larger dice.
He said he carved it himself from a bigger spoon.
Detective, the inspecting investigative role player in the world of Darkside. This one's called Building Mediocre Mysteries by the Spooky Doorway team, whoever they are. Oh, I don't know where that voice came from. DIY because you're too broke to pay someone else to do it. It looks like he's jumping.
You'd jump too if someone jumped the pole up your behind.
Somebody seems to have left some glue here. There's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Glue. Gonna glue some metal to a thing and then cut it off. Why are these fake?
Well, you can't have kids painting over the books.
Paintings. Wait a minute. These are printouts of children's art.
Well, look at Mr. Moneybags in his deep pockets. Rich enough he can pay child artists for original art books, this guy. Jeez.
Right, so we got some glue. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here.
Oh, hello. My name's Raxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. I guess that's why you're here too, Detective.
Oh, sure. That's me. Always investigating stuff. On purpose. Want to share what you found?
Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room.
Strange concentration
I'm searching the
energy in next
internet
room.
for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is.
Well, let me know if you find anything. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century?
Most people?
Fair point. Rex's books. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile.
I wish. You know what I mean.
Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. You look uncomfortable, Dooley.
It's this whole reading room thing. I mean, should we be reading right now? Can I not read anywhere else? Will the room itself read? And if so, what does it read?
You have a special mind, Dooley.
Chief Scholar says that's why I see you assigned me to your department.
What's in the microfilm room? The light's not working. It's radiating energy, like Raxa said. I think that may be a clue, possibly. There's just too much here to take, even my pockets have their limits.
Why would anyone have so much filings they need a cabinet to store them in?
Dirty. You thick. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there's a point to this. Well, it fits. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Ooh. Microfilm viewer. Spider-Muffs, do it again. Do it again. Sounds like they're on some kind of winning streak. Instead of having to burn down another stadium. Major staff Custard City Library. There's very few people who work here. So Doris is supposed to be old. She doesn't look old, but then as these people have no faces really. Hard to say. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right. It's a Konami code joke. I shouldn't have read that out loud. I think I may have summoned something. Bright Bolt Detective claims teenagers' tags will ritual men that show they will walk among us. I remember this case. What the? Oh, it's a ghost. It's a spooky ghost.
It's me, Librarian Doris. That's the end of part 1. If you are enjoying this, why not like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. If you do, I might let you off your late fees. See you in part 2, there are spooky ghosts.